Archangel Michael reveals, your partner isn't honest. They've been speaking to someone behind you. You were guided here for a reason. The truth is rising like smoke from a fire that's long been smoldering beneath the surface. You felt it in the silence. You sensed it in the shift. The way their energy became colder. The way their eyes wandered just a second too long. The way your spirit recoiled when you tried to brush it off. It was never in your imagination. It was never in your fear. It was always in your divine knowing. Archangel Michael has been whispering to your soul, even while your heart hoped you were wrong. But now the veil is lifting. The light is pouring through, and what has been hidden is about to be exposed. Your partner, someone you trusted, someone you prayed over, someone you poured your energy into, has not been walking in truth. They've been speaking to someone behind your back. It's not just a text. It's not just a harmless conversation. It is emotional intimacy being exchanged in the shadows. It is disloyalty masked as confusion. And it is not aligned with your divine destiny. You've cried over this, haven't you? You've stayed awake wondering what's wrong, questioning yourself, wondering if you're too sensitive, too reactive, too much. But the truth is you are too awakened to stay blind. You are too connected to pretend not to see. You are too chosen to stay stuck. This moment is not the beginning of your pain. It's the beginning of your power. You are not losing anything you need. You are not being broken. You are being positioned. This truth had to come now. Because what God is about to do in your life cannot coexist with deception. Archangel Michael is stepping forward with divine authority to bring clarity to your atmosphere, and what's revealed now will protect your future. Do not fear the truth. The truth will set your purpose free. Archangel Michael says, be careful. Something is shifting in your atmosphere. The divine winds are moving, and they are not moving in silence. The angels have seen what your eyes were never meant to catch too soon. They have watched your tears fall into pillows late at night while your spirit questioned what your mind couldn't prove. They have hovered over you as you scrolled through messages, looking for confirmation, scanning for betrayal, praying that what you felt in your bones was just a shadow of insecurity. But it wasn't. It was divine instinct. And it was accurate. Archangel Michael is not here to frighten you. He is here to prepare you. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are not imagining things. What you feel is a truth begging to rise. Your partner isn't honest. They've been speaking to someone behind you. And now, hear this with clarity. This is not about condemnation. This is not about punishment. This is about revelation. You are in a time-sensitive window. What happens in the next 24 hours will clarify what your soul has been sensing for weeks. In this divine hour, your intuition is no longer a whisper. It is a trumpet. Archangel Michael is moving through your situation, and he is not coming softly. He is wielding his sword of truth. He is dismantling the illusions. He is cutting the energetic cords of false intimacy and emotional deceit that have tried to entangle you. This is a divine intervention, and it comes with urgency. You are standing at the edge of a spiritual threshold. You cannot walk into your next level carrying the weight of someone else's secrets. You cannot ascend with chains of emotional betrayal shackled to your soul. That's why this message is coming now. That's why the veil is parting today. It is not by accident. Heaven's timing is never random. You are not being abandoned. You are being aligned. You are not being punished. You are being protected. This is the hour of awakening. This is the moment the light touches what has been hidden in the dark. And when light comes, darkness has no choice but to flee. Let your spirit hear this deeply. Archangel Michael is surrounding you now. His wings are wrapping around your heart. His fire is burning away confusion. His sword is piercing through dishonesty. You are not alone. You are being guarded. You are being guided. The truth may hurt, but it will also heal. And in that healing, your true power will be born. Type "I am ready for truth" in the comments. Blessing code 1212 is now activated over your life. They've been speaking to someone behind you. You didn't imagine the energy shift. You didn't create the distance. You didn't misread the signals. Something inside you, your spirit, your intuition, your inner compass, started picking up on subtle changes long before anything physical occurred. The way they began pulling away emotionally. The way they responded with indifference to your excitement. The way their phone was always suddenly turned over, notifications silenced, conversations paused. Archangel Michael has seen it all. You were not paranoid. You were perceptive. And what your soul picked up on is real. There is another presence lingering in their space. A conversation that was never meant for your ears. A growing bond that did not ask your permission. And a betrayal that's unfolding word by word, behind your back, out of your view but never beyond divine sight. There is a conversation happening behind your back, and it carries more weight than you think. It's not just meaningless chatter. It's not just harmless banter. It's the gateway. It's the seed. It's the subtle beginning of a bigger breach of loyalty. The person they are speaking to is not a stranger to manipulation. They are not new to temptation. And they are not unaware of your existence. Yes, they know you're in the picture. Yes, they know you matter. But that hasn't stopped them from pressing in. That hasn't stopped them from drawing your partner's attention away from your union. They've presented themselves as a friend, but their intentions are anything but pure. They are feeding what is broken in your partner instead of healing what is sacred in your connection. And your partner, knowingly or unknowingly, is allowing it to continue. Archangel Michael says, someone is watching you, closer than you think. They are not watching with admiration. They are watching with judgment, comparison, and jealousy. They are studying your silence, misinterpreting your grace, twisting your kindness into weakness. But what they don't realize is that your silence is not ignorance. It's divine restraint. You have sensed something shifting. You've pulled back your energy, your vulnerability, your affection, not because you are cold, but because your spirit was trying to protect you from heartbreak before it had a name. You've withdrawn because you've been discerning, and your discernment has made heaven take notice. Someone thought they knew you. Someone assumed you would never find out. They've been speaking freely, thinking your silence was permission. But what they failed to see is that your silence was not submission, it was observation. You were giving them room to choose truth. But now, that space has been invaded by shadows. And those shadows have begun to dance where light once lived. They've uncovered something about you, but only a fragment. They've seen your softness, but they haven't touched your strength. They've witnessed your patience, but they haven't experienced your power. They've misunderstood your stillness, mistaking it for passivity. But what they don't know is that you are divinely armed. Archangel Michael is clearing the fog of confusion. He is illuminating the dark room where whispered conversations took place. He is amplifying your intuition so loudly that no lie can stand unshaken. What's being said behind your back will come forward. What's being done in the dark will echo in the light. This is not a coincidence. This is not bad timing. This is divine revelation unfolding right before your eyes. You are not here to be played with. You are not here to be someone's emotional placeholder. You are not here to tolerate hidden exchanges under the disguise of confusion. You are here to rise in clarity, authority, and divine favor. Type expose the lies in the comments. Blessing code 777 is circling your home and heart right now. This betrayal is not just personal, it's spiritual. This battle isn't just about relationships. This conflict isn't just about what your partner did or didn't say. This is spiritual warfare dressed in familiar clothes. What you are facing now is bigger than text messages and secret conversations. It's deeper than a wandering eye or a deceptive smile. Archangel Michael wants you to understand. This is a test of alignment. This is a collision between your divine elevation and the energies that were never meant to go with you. When you are marked for purpose, when you are chosen for favor, when you are called into a higher realm, there are spirits that will try to drag you back into cycles you've already broken. And betrayal is one of their sharpest tools. You are not being attacked because you are weak. You are being attacked because you are awakening. The enemy doesn't fight those who pose no threat. But you, beloved, are a threat. You carry light that blinds those still content in shadows. You carry power that convicts the passive. You carry vision that disrupts the plans of those who benefit from confusion. That's why this conflict has felt so heavy. That's why this pain goes beyond heartbreak. It cuts into your spirit. Because it is not just emotional. It is spiritual. The person your partner is entertaining, whether physically, emotionally, or energetically, has been sent to test the foundation of what you've built. They are not just here by chance. They were drawn in by the energy of disorder. When people carry unresolved wounds, unhealed insecurities, or unguarded gates, they become vulnerable to temptation. Your partner has opened a gate, but instead of letting healing in, they have allowed in a spirit of division. And now, what was once sacred is being weighed down by deception. But hear this. You are not to blame. You are not responsible for the way someone mishandles your love. You are not the cause of their confusion. You are not the reason they've invited spiritual chaos into your space. This moment is a mirror, not a punishment. It's revealing what you've outgrown. It's showing you who cannot carry the weight of your anointing. It's uncovering what can no longer be hidden in your atmosphere. And this exposure is necessary because God cannot elevate what is entangled in deception. Archangel Michael says, shadows are reacting to your light. Every time you speak life, darkness trembles. Every time you choose peace over drama, your spiritual authority grows. Every time you hold your tongue instead of exploding in rage, you signal to the heavens that you are ready for more. And this situation, this betrayal, this behind-the-scenes communication, it's not designed to destroy you. It's designed to strengthen you. It's your spiritual training ground. This is the battlefield where you learn the difference between emotional reaction and spiritual discernment. This is the proving ground for your purpose. You are anointed. You are under divine protection. The enemy may whisper lies, but heaven is shouting truth. The enemy may twist your image, but God is revealing your heart. The enemy may send distraction, but the angels are delivering revelation. You are not who you used to be. You don't respond the way you used to respond. You don't cry the way you used to cry. You don't beg for love the way you used to beg. Because now you understand. Your value does not diminish because someone else is blind. Your worth does not decrease because someone else is confused. This is spiritual. That's why it hurts differently. That's why it lingers deeper. That's why it feels like something is trying to pull you backward. But Archangel Michael has stepped in. His sword is lifted. His fire is surrounding your space. And his authority is reclaiming what was sacred. This conflict ends when your clarity begins. The spiritual realm has already shifted. What's manifesting now is simply catching up to what heaven already settled. Type "I am divinely protected" in the comments. Lesson code 444 is covering your next 7 days with clarity and strength. They're not just hiding something, they are preparing for something. Archangel Michael speaks with urgency now. Be watchful. Be still. But do not be unaware. The dissection you feel growing behind your back is not staying idle. It's advancing. What began as whispers is building into movement. What started as emotional wandering is shaping into decisions. Decisions that can threaten your peace. Decisions that could shatter your trust. Your partner, the one you once held in prayer, the one you believed would walk beside you in integrity, has made a subtle but dangerous shift. They've opened the door to someone else, and now they are preparing to cover it up, distort the truth, or twist your reaction into the problem. But Archangel Michael has stepped in ahead of them. What they plan to conceal is being revealed in real time. You may receive a message. You may see a notification. You may overhear something that was never meant for you to know. The spiritual realm is aligning circumstances to uncover what has been buried. Prepare yourself. In the next 3 to 5 days, a moment of clarity will arrive. It will be disguised as coincidence, but you will know. It will come in the form of a slip-up, a delayed, an unexpected conversation, or an emotional outburst. They may try to explain it away. They may blame stress. They may redirect the conversation. They may even accuse you of overthinking. But remember this: when your spirit recognizes the truth, no amount of words can bury it. They are already rehearsing what they will say when you confront them. They're calculating your reactions. They are preparing counter-arguments. But what they don't understand is that you're not confronting from a place of weakness. You are standing in divine authority. You do not need evidence when heaven has already exposed the energy. You do not need screenshots when discernment has already pierced through the deception. Archangel Michael is not preparing you to argue. He is preparing you to ascend. He is not giving you proof to fight with. He is giving you clarity to rise with. You may feel pressure to respond. You may feel the urge to lash out, to demand answers, to reclaim what you know is slipping. But do not act from the flesh. Do not be baited into emotional chaos. Because the enemy wants to make you look unstable while they hide their deception behind calm lies. Stay centered. Stay aware. Stay anchored in your spirit. Archangel Michael is whispering to your soul. Do not explain yourself. Do not chase closure. Do not fight for what heaven is removing. Let your strength be your silence. Let your power be your poise. Let your authority be in your ability to let truth speak louder than your voice ever could. And yet do not underestimate what is coming. A confrontation is forming, not just in words but in spirit. You are being prepared for a collision between truth and ego. You are being equipped to stand firm while others unravel. You are not entering a storm to lose. You are walking into it to expose. When they try to flip the narrative, hold the line. When they try to accuse you, stand in light. When they try to cry and confuse, know this: God saw it first. Archangel Michael is simply bringing to your awareness what heaven already judged. There is no safety in their deception. The storm they created will circle back on them. Your role is not to control it. It is to witness it unfold from a seat of divine security. The next 72 hours are a turning point. Guard your heart. Watch the signs. Don't question your clarity. The confrontation may come as a conversation, or it may come as a final confirmation that you are no longer meant to stay in that connection. Either way, it is heaven's way of answering your cry for clarity. Type "I am ready for the truth" in the comments. Blessing code 333 is now opening your eyes and shielding your soul. Do not chase what heaven is removing. Guard your soul instead. Archangel Michael stands with his sword lowered, not in surrender, but in serenity. He is no longer warning you of what is to come. He is shielding you through it. What has been revealed in your spirit is not meant to provoke chaos, but to lead you into clarity. This is your moment of alignment, not retaliation. The person you loved, the partner who now speaks in secret places to another, was part of your journey, yes, but they were never meant to compromise your peace. You must understand this. Not every heartbreak is a curse. Sometimes it is a divine act of mercy. Sometimes it is the angel's hand pulling you back from a fire disguised as warmth. Now is not the time to react emotionally. It is not the time to scream, to beg, or to plead. This is the time to become still. This is the time to pull your power inward. Do not explain yourself to someone who already made their choice in silence. Do not demand transparency from someone who's invested more in secrecy than in truth. You are not here to teach someone how to value what they willingly betrayed. You are not here to convince someone that loyalty is sacred. Let Archangel Michael do the fighting. Let heaven speak on your behalf. Your strength is not in confrontation. It is in elevation. It is in how you protect your energy, not in how you spend it trying to gain closure from someone who gave their attention to someone else behind closed doors. The divine does not require your reaction to deliver justice. Let your silence echo louder than accusations. Let your stillness speak to the heavens. Archangel Michael has already begun the shift. What is done, but what you decide next determines the power you retain. Do not get pulled into emotional quicksand. If they try to pull you into confusion, resist. If they try to provoke you into a response, withdraw. This is not your storm to manage. This is their storm to answer for. Stay grounded. Connected to your breath. Surround yourself with what heals you. Return to the truth of who you are. Chosen, protected, anointed. You are not a victim. You are a vessel. This experience does not define your worth. It reveals your capacity to carry something greater. Let the lies fall to the ground on their own. You do not need to catch them. You do not need to argue against them. Let truth be truth. Let light do what it always does. Expose and dissolve darkness. And listen closely. Sometimes the biggest act of strength is the decision to walk away in silence. Sometimes the most powerful closure is your absence. You have every right to withdraw your access. You have every right to say nothing at all. Let your soul recalibrate. Let your mind rest. The noise around you may grow louder, but you are being called to rise above it. Archangel Michael urges you. Do not chase, do not correct, do not retaliate. Simply reposition. Let heaven fight for you. Let angels do what they were assigned to do. There is divine order in stillness. And your stillness, in this moment, is not weakness, it is warfare. It is heaven's strategy. It is God's shield around your peace. You don't need to prove what you already know. You don't need to explain what your spirit has confirmed. You don't need to fix what heaven is already replacing. This is not your punishment. It is your protection. It may not feel like it yet, but this is your divine detour toward peace. Something greater is forming. Something truer is aligning. You are not alone in this. The angels are surrounding you, strengthening you, standing behind you as a divine wall of fire. You are safe now. You are guided now. You are being led out of betrayal and into breakthrough. Type "Heaven is my defense" in the comments. Blessing code 888 is now cloaking your energy in divine silence and strength. Archangel Michael now speaks with fire in his voice and power in his breath. You've endured the sting of betrayal. You sat in the heavy silence of suspicion. You swallowed tears while pretending you were fine. But that season is over. The shift is here. The rise is beginning. This betrayal, this emotional fracture, was not the end of your story. It was the spark. It was a divine ignition that lit a fire within you that can never again be extinguished. You are not who they thought you were. You are not who you were before the pain. You are awakening. You are remembering. You are becoming. You have been refined in the furnace of deceit. You have been tested by the heat of emotional betrayal. But you were not consumed. You were transformed. The old version of you, the one who doubted their instincts, the one who overlooked red flags in the name of love, the one who stayed quiet to keep the peace, that version no longer exists. What stands in its place now is strength wrapped in silence, discernment dressed in dignity, and authority rooted in identity. Your power isn't loud, it's immovable. Your worth isn't debated, it's divine. Let them whisper. Let them twist the story. Let them pretend their actions were harmless. None of it matters anymore. Not because it didn't hurt, but because it can no longer hold you. Archangel Michael declares, you have outgrown this season. The lies were loud, but your calling is louder. The betrayal was sharp, but your purpose is sharper. You are stepping into a version of yourself that doesn't chase, doesn't beg, and doesn't tolerate energy that insults your soul. You are walking in such clarity now that even deception feels disoriented in your presence. And yes, they may try to return. They may try to apologize. They may realize what they lost only after watching you stand tall without them. But your elevation is not their redemption story. Let that sink into your soul. You are not the lesson they learned from. You are the blessing they lost. You are not their project. You are a masterpiece unfolding in divine timing. You don't need revenge. You don't need to prove anything. Your growth is the response. Your healing is the answer. Your peace is the victory. Archangel Michael reminds you, out of the ashes, you rise. You are being rebuilt by divine hands. You are becoming unrecognizable to the version of you that tolerated lies in the name of love. The storm that was sent to destroy you has instead revealed your foundation. Solid, sacred, Archangel. And now, everything that is not aligned with truth must fall away, not by your hand, but by heaven's decree. Your light is too radiant to remain hidden behind someone else's shadow. You are not empty. You are being refilled. You are not broken. You are being restructured. You are not abandoned. You are being prioritized by heaven. Watch as your confidence returns. Watch as your vision clears. Watch as doors begin to open that were previously locked. This betrayal shifted something in you, and that shift is creating a ripple effect across your destiny. They cannot touch what God has sealed. They cannot follow you where favor is leading. They cannot sabotage what was crafted in the secret place of prayer and divine planning. This isn't just healing, it's awakening. You are rising, not in anger, but in anointing. You are walking, not in pain, but in power. And with every step forward, you become more untouchable, more undeniable, more unshakable. Your silence was your strategy. Your stillness was your signal. And now the heavens echo your arrival. Type "I rise" from this in the comments. Blessing code 999 now surrounds you with boldness, divine favor, and irreversible transformation. This is the final test before your elevation. The truth has not come to destroy you, but to free you. Archangel Michael now stands at the edge of your breakthrough with wings spread wide and flame trailing every word he speaks. The darkness that cloaked your relationship, the whispers behind your back, the dishonest conversations, the hidden motives, they were never more powerful than your light. What has been exposed was never sent to shame you. It was heaven's plan to release you. There is nothing about this betrayal that will define your future. There is nothing about this heartbreak that will hold your promise hostage. This is your release point. This is where the next chapter begins, not written in pain, but in power. Not built on confusion, but on divine clarity. The person who tried to manage two worlds, the one with you and the one behind your back, is now watching the fallout of their own divided loyalty. Their choices were not just a breach of trust, they were a test of alignment. And you, beloved, past, you didn't lose yourself. You didn't sacrifice your truth to stay in a place that no longer reflected your worth. You didn't compromise just to keep a connection. You honored your intuition. You listened to the whispers of your soul, and you opened your hands to release what was never meant to be carried any further. That is spiritual maturity. That is divine alignment. Archangel Michael declares, a new peace is forming in your atmosphere. Not the kind of peace that requires everything to be perfect, but the kind that comes when you no longer pretend. The kind that rises when you stop fighting for something that's already crumbled in spirit. The kind that wraps around your heart when you choose to walk in truth, even when lies offer false comfort. That peace is priceless. That peace is sacred. And that peace is now making its home inside of you. Watch what happens next. Watch how your energy shifts. Watch how your clarity becomes magnetic. Watch how divine connections begin to flow into your life effortlessly. Because now you are free. You are no longer tangled in deception. You are no longer doubting your own discernment. You are no longer trying to fix someone who is unwilling to meet you in truth. And because of that, the spiritual realm is opening portals of elevation. You will begin to notice synchronicities, divine encounters, and open doors you never imagined. This betrayal was not the end. It was the unlocking. It was the key. Someone is coming who will love you with clean hands and a pure heart. Someone is coming who won't make you question your worth just to feel wanted. Someone is coming who will speak to you, not behind your back, but in front of your face, with truth as their language and honor as their foundation. But more than that, you are coming back to yourself. Stronger, wiser, clearer, and that is the greatest blessing of all. This was the final test, the last veil, the final illusion. You had to see it for what it was. You had to feel the weight of what wasn't love, to truly recognize what is. And now that you have, Archangel Michael says, prepare to be lifted. Divine favor is hovering. Angelic assistance is multiplying. You are entering a season of restoration. What you lost will be replaced. Not equally, but exceedingly. What was taken will return, not as it left, but upgraded. What was hidden will be revealed, not to hurt you, but to heal you. This is not revenge, it's resurrection. This is not bitterness, it's blessing. You are rising. not by force but by divine decree. The truth did not break you. It baptized you. And now you are marked. You are chosen. You are elevated. Type "I receive my restoration" in the comments. Blessing code 1010 now activates divine justice, renewal, and unstoppable elevation in your life. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to act in alignment. Archangel Michael leans close now. His voice is not just divine, it's personal. You are not listening to this message by accident. You were led here, drawn by something deeper than curiosity. You were summoned by heaven's orchestration, aligned with this divine moment because your soul was ready to hear what your heart could no longer deny. Your partner wasn't honest. They were speaking to someone behind your back. And now that the truth has been confirmed in your spirit and exposed in the heavens, it's time to move, not with rage, but with righteousness. Not with fear, but with faith. Do not let this moment pass without responding. Heaven has moved. Archangel Michael has spoken. And now, you must act. Your silence held power. Your intuition gave insight. But now, your voice must come forward. Not for them. Not to argue or defend. But for you. For your soul. For your destiny. When you declare what heaven has shown you, you come into agreement with divine justice. When you affirm the truth that's been spoken over your life, you make room for restoration, for healing, for blessings that have been waiting on your alignment. Say it aloud. Type it in the comments. Let the universe hear your agreement. Let the spiritual realm witness your clarity. Declare it. I will no longer shrink myself for false connections. Speak it boldly. I release betrayal and I step into blessing. Let the angels rejoice over your obedience. Let Archangel Michael deliver your words as a holy signature, a covenant between your soul and the divine plan prepared for you. Don't delay. Don't wait for more proof. The confirmation has already arrived through your discernment. The signs have been there. The tension, the secrets, the misalignment. The Spirit have been nudging you, whispering to you, protecting you. Your next level cannot open until you take spiritual responsibility for your alignment. It's not about blaming them. It's about blessing yourself. You are no longer a passive observer in your own story. You are an activated force of light, stepping into the center of your destiny. Your action activates alignment. Your declaration opens the door to favor. When you respond to a divine message, you let heaven know, I'm ready. I believe. I receive. And when you type your affirmation, when you say your truth out loud, you become the co-creator of what unfolds next. This is no longer about what they did behind your back. This is about what you choose to do now that your eyes are open. So take a moment right now. Speak to your future. Type to your destiny. Say, I am no longer bound to betrayal. I am rising into restoration. I agree with heaven's plan for my life. Feel that shift in your chest. That's not emotion. That's empowerment. That's Archangel Michael standing behind you, nodding in approval, sword lifted in victory. You are not broken. You are bold. You are not forgotten. You are favored. And the divine sees your obedience. The divine honors your agreement. If this message resonates with your spirit and you feel moved to support, consider giving a super thanks with a contribution of $20. Your generosity fuels the light and helps us create more life-shifting content to reach others who are waiting for their moment of divine clarity, just like you did. Type I step into my destiny in the comments. Blessing code 7777 is now unlocking doors. aligning timing, and preparing the way forward. You are not the broken piece. They are the exposed illusion. You are not the aftermath. You are the answer. Archangel Michael now folds his wings around you, not to shield you from battle, but to affirm that the battle has already been won. The conflict, the confusion, the betrayal, it has served its purpose. You've seen what you were meant to see. You've heard what heaven needed you to hear. And now, all that's left is to walk away, not wounded, but wise. Not desperate, but divine. Not shaken, but sealed. Sealed by truth. Sealed by clarity. Sealed by the revelation that you are not a victim of their deception. You are the revelation of what they lost when they chose the shadows over your light. Let this truth settle deep into your spirit. You are not hard to love. You were simply too authentic for someone who wasn't ready to walk in full honesty. You were loyal while they entertained confusion. You were steady while they flirted with temptation. But that does not stain your worth. It exposes theirs. Let their choices echo in their own atmosphere. You have released yourself from their energy now. You are no longer tethered to their confusion. You are no longer spinning in their emotional storm. You are anchored in peace, elevated in wisdom, surrounded by divine protection. Archangel Michael speaks softly now, not because the message has lost its urgency, but because your heart has found its rest. The loudest storms have passed. The worst part, the moment of discovery, is behind you. And yet you stand, not just as a survivor, but as a sign. A sign that light does not bow to betrayal. A sign that love rooted in truth cannot be destroyed by whispers and hidden conversations. You are the proof that divine protection always intercepts in time. You are the evidence that heaven never sleeps on the anointed. Look at you, standing in the aftermath with power in your posture, purpose in your breath, and peace as your companion. You are the revelation. You are the reminder. You are the reawakening of someone who now understands their value was never tied to someone else's ability to recognize it. That betrayal wasn't about your lack, it was about their limit. And they have reached it. The time of grieving over what you've lost has ended. The time of receiving what you deserve has begun. So now, speak this final word over your life with boldness. Let heaven hear it. Let hell tremble at it. Let your future align with it. I am not a victim. I am the revelation. I do not chase truth. I carry it. I am not here to stay small. I rise in divine power. Let them whisper. Let them regret. Let them drown in the shallows of their deception. But you soar. You walk with angels. You carry light in your words and power in your silence. Your identity is sealed. Your worth is confirmed. And your elevation is unstoppable. You are the one that got away, not because they didn't want you, but because they couldn't hold what was holy. Archangel Michael leaves you with this. Let no shadow speak louder than your spirit. Let no betrayal alter your belief. Let no delay make you doubt your destiny. Your soul has been anointed with divine clarity. Your heart is wrapped in sacred assurance. And your future, oh beloved, your future has never been more protected. Type I am the revelation in the comments. Blessing code 1111 now radiates through your entire timeline. Past, present, and future. Unlocking divine restoration, release, and rebirth.